Welcome to Auntie K's Tarot, your favorite radical queer indigenous auntie, bringing you tarot every day. Hello everyone and welcome to Auntie K's Tarot. We're having a February catch-up. How did February go? How did it pan out? Well, I got to use my Star Wars Tarot, and I also had fresh versions of two of my other decks, a new Oracle deck. All three of these are going to be released this spring. And I worked with my own decks for most of this month and within reach to use on occasion the Craft Felt Tarot, which is a brilliant, diverse, exquisite storytale. Like, I love this deck. It's amazing. It had to be amazing to come anywhere close to competing and being on the table this month when my own heartstrings and desires were right here. So I really loved using my Star Wars Tarot deck. I was thrilled to discover it could hold up for romantic reads, even on Valentine's Day. And sometimes knowing who these characters are, and it really helped me flesh out aspects of it. Sometimes I relied very much on the RWS imagery of the deck, and other times I relied very much on what I know about Star Wars and the world. And so I loved it. And I enjoyed using my Marseille Prendre Vie while I was at it, although I have to be honest, I definitely used the Star Wars Tarot more. I love Star Wars. I'm really happy I did this and created a Star Wars Tarot for myself. The Brown Witch Lenny, it's my most used Lenormand, and so for February it's been my only used Lenormand, and it's been lovely having fresh cards, because some of you might remember a number of my cards, including my Brown Witch Lenny, got water damage last year. Back Pocket Oracle is going to be released along with my Star Wars deck in a tarot far, far away. Maybe I should just call it Star Wars Tarot. I don't know if I can get away with that or not. This is most work readings, whether it's about getting work or navigating work relationships. I do use it for other readings as well, but this is when I most use it, and I also use it for timing. And this is going to be a surprise mystery till after Kickstarter. The Fortune Teller's Alley is a general general fortune reading deck, and I've been pulling it at the start of most reads and just putting the oracle aside until it comes up, or use it at the end, or however it's going to go. And I can't wait for people to discover this. It's loads of fun. It's Fortune Teller's Alley, and you're in this alleyway with these 5 shops, all with fortune teller electric signs and crystal balls on tables in the window. It's a lot of fun. I also get to share books, and I haven't really been able to do that. My reading has shrunk since COVID, and I've been utilizing audiobooks to make up for that, and I'm really thankful for that. But to have been able to indulge in, enjoy, and devour some physical books as well has been lovely, and I'm thankful. So let's talk about it. Tarot Spreads Yearbook. I haven't been using it. maybe I need to write in it, but there's not really a space to write in it. I need a new journal. I don't like the physical journal I have. Doing it online, it makes me not do it, because then I'm like, oh, now I have to set up my laptop, and I don't want to do that. So I haven't been using it. This is a practice that I want to, be doing more reads for myself. I want to spend more time reading for myself, which I haven't been doing much because the amount of work I do reading for others. But maybe, I don't know. I'm not concerned about it yet. So then these were the other books to come into my collection. I got the Ultimate Numerology book by Delphina Woods, palm reading by Mari Silva, in Anarcho-Indigenism, Conversations on Land and Freedom with Gord Hill, Roxanne Dunbar, Ortiz Clifton, Aragade Nichols, Veronique Herbert, Frida Houston, Tolgesti, and Kahulani Kawanu. How do I feel about these 3 books? I mean, this has just had a rock on it, but like, the covers speak for themselves. I read through this book quickly, matter of days. It is small, simple, but it's really straightforward and to the point. And it was what I needed for this stage of numerology. Would everything about that I know about numbers and numerology would be comprised in like a numerology report, doing a numerology report. And I've enjoyed it, and it has inspired what I'm doing to further cement my knowledge and understanding, and then prepare myself to do numerology readings. There's plenty of information in here. The part on actually reading the lines on the hands is pretty small. Occasionally you get an image like this, but for the most part, there's a lack of images for all these different things that they're describing. And it's not good. It's not good. I do not recommend at all. Anarcho-Indigenism arrived yesterday, and it's going well. I am currently in the middle of reading what Cliff Nichols had to say. I love what is written in here, what people are talking about. I'm glad that multiple people are talking about, okay, the term anarcho-indigenism, indigenism, like what do we use? Indigenism in South and Central America means something awful and colonial, whereas Indianism is what down there is what we call indigenism. And it's been a term where I've used indigenism to describe things politically. But I'll do things like clarify, like indigenism, like anarchism is a part of indigenism, but indigenism is not strictly anarchy. And it's great. I didn't realize until, reading this, and I'm not done reading it, how involved I was in discussions and as these ideas were really being formulated. Like I was anarcho-indigenism, they say it's something that really took off in Canada in the 1990s, which is where teenage me in 1990, actually my very first protest was 1989, but so teenage me in 1990 is, engaging in activism on really deep and intense levels, and coming across these ideas and engaging in them and discussing them. And it's a really amazing book. It really is. It was first published in 2019 in French. It's now in English. It's still incredibly relevant. It's not out of date. It's by Pluto Press. Most of the good books are. And I would recommend this because if you're left-leaning or anarchistic, I want you to understand that anarchism does not mean no gods, and anarchism is not anti-nationalist. Nationalist anarchistic movements are what most world indigenous anarchistic movements are. So that's something to understand, and most come from cultures that have spiritualities that are in no way similar to white understandings of spirituality and religion. And when white anarchists take God out of anarchy, that's their own hang-ups or what their people have done with religion, and it should not be a comment on the rest of the world. And to understand, in indigenous perspectives, and some of the people who are interviewed, are making really great conversation about some of the struggles in working with allies, including anarchist allies, and that's important too. And working with allies that aren't white. That anarchism's not just a white thing. Only one type of anarchism is. It's a great book. So far, I'm sure I'm going to love the rest. And so from my reading list, I recommend these two books. And I promise that these decks will be available this spring. I promise. It really is happening. Just I've had trouble sleeping all month, and due to creative splurges and ideas mostly related to learning and reading and information, and I'm exhausted. And so there's that. Plus, being exhausted is also bad for my bank account, because then I just want to order takeout. But anyway, that's another whole thing. That's my February catch up, because I had stuff to catch up and share with y'all for February. See you later, folks.